Yeah, so record has been started. Okay, guys. Today what I'm going to explain, uh, I'm going to explain upgrade from 14th version to 15th version. Okay, I'm going to upgrade 14th version to 15th version. So upgradation means okay. So not only for I'll upgrade the binaries. Okay, what we need to do if our database server is running on 14th version of the binaries, right? So we need to upgrade, okay, that particular database to 15th version. Okay, how to upgrade the particular database server from 14th to 15th version. So today we'll discuss on this upgradation very clearly. Okay, what are all the prerequisites we need? And so what are all the things, whether how much downtime is required? Okay, after the upgradation, what are all the essential steps we need to follow? Okay, these things we will discuss on upgradation. Okay, guys. So now what I'm going to do now. So first I'm going to configure one database server on 14th version. Okay, I'm going to configure one database server on 14th version. So here, guys, now what I'm going to do, so now I will create one instance called data 14. Data 14 means I'm building this database server on 14th version. Okay, so let me build this database server. See here, I built it. So now I'm going to change the port number. See here, guys, what I'm going to do, I'm going to build the server and I am changing the port number. Now I'm going to, okay, already 5432 is, maybe it is in use. I will change to 5344. So now I'm going to start this database server. Here, server started. And now if I'm going to connect, what is the version? Select version function. See here, guys, this server is running on 14.7. Okay, so I need to upgrade this data 14 to, see here, I need to data directory. So, okay, see here, so I need to run upgrade for this database server. Okay, so now the data 14 database server is running on 14.7 binaries. Okay, I need to upgrade this database server to 15.4. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, before going to upgrade, I will create some users and I will create some tables, sample tables, because once we upgraded, right, we need to see all the things there. Okay, so now I'm going to create some tables here. Create table, known as select star from pg_class. I'm going to create two more tables. Okay, and also I'm going to create database as well. Okay, I will create one more database here. See here, guys, I created two databases, I created some tables, and I created some users as well. Okay, so now I need to upgrade this database server to 15th version. Okay, so now what is the prerequisite is, guys, to upgrade from one version to another version? What is the prerequisite is, before going to upgrade, okay, we need to build one database server on 15th version. Okay, so we need to build one database server on 15th version. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I will create one more server called data 15. Here, when you guys are going to build, right, at the time, you guys needs to use 15th binaries. Okay, to build the database server, at the time you guys needs to use 15th binaries. Okay, don't go and create using 14th binaries. Okay, we need to build the new database server in 15 binaries. Okay, see here, guys. Now I'm going to build the database server with 15th binaries. See here. Okay, now I built it successfully. Okay, so I built it successfully. So now what we need to do, so before going to upgrade, see here, guys. So what we need to do, we need to stop the database server. Okay, so we need to stop the database server. Okay, see here now. No, now what I'm going to do, 12 is okay. Okay, so what we need to do, now before going to upgrade, we need to stop version 14th database server. Okay, see here, guys, we need to stop. So now what we need to do, we need to run the upgradation. How to run the upgradation, guys, here using pg_upgrade. So, and also data directory. See here, what data directory we need to provide here, do you know? So we need to provide, so whatever the like a 14th version is running, right? That one we need to mention slash data 14. And here, what we need to mention, do you know? Here we need to specify where we need to upgrade. So that data directory we need to specify. So here what we need to do, we need to specify the binaries for 14th version. And here, so where we are going to upgrade 15, right? That binary we need to specify. See here, guys, -d means, okay, this is the current data directory, database server, and this is where we are going to upgrade, that is the data directory, and this is older version binaries. Okay, this is the older version binary path, and this is new version binary path. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, I'm going to run pg upgrade. Okay, so now we need to run the pg upgrade. See here, guys. Now I'm going to run the pg upgrade. See here. So now, one moment before going to run. Okay, so before going to run this pg upgrade, be careful where we need to run this pg upgrade, So we need to run using 15 binaries. Otherwise, it will going to crash. /user pgsql 15 bin. Okay, so now I'm going to upgrade this database server. See here, guys. Upgradation is started. See here. The upgradation is completed. Checking cluster versions and checking database user is the install user, and also checking the database connection settings and checking the prepared transactions and system defined composite types. Okay, and checking for registration data types and also checking the contributors and global objects, everything. Okay, and also here performing upgrade. What are all the things it will going to perform? Analyzing all rows in the new cluster means by default, it will going to run the update statistics. When the upgradation is going on, right, at that time, okay, automatically the update statistics will going to run on new cluster. Okay, and also freezing all rows in the new cluster. Okay, and also see here, guys, the main thing is, see here. So here, once we done the upgradation, right? Okay, so we need to run vacuum. Okay, so we need to run vacuum. So in every RDBMS, once we are going to perform the upgradation, we need to do DBCC, right? Okay, same here. Okay, so we need to run for vacuum DB. Once we done the upgradation, we need to run vacuum. See here, once you start the new server, consider running for this command. Okay, if you guys wants to delete the old cluster, see here. So by default, so it will going to give one script. If you guys wants to delete the old cluster, use this script and delete the old data files. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, so just I will go and check data 15 here, see here. What we need to do, before going to run, before going to start the 15th version, we need to change the port number. What we used earlier, so that port number we need to use. So now I'm going to start data 15. So when you guys are going to start, we need to use 15th binaries. Otherwise, it will going to corrupt. Okay, see here. Now I'm going to start the database server. Now see here. Here 15 bin PSQL-U Postgres. Port number is 5444. See here, guys, I connected. Now you can check the version for this. Select version. See here, guys, 15.2. Okay, and check whether all the users are successfully migrated. See here, whatever we have created, that users are migrated successfully here. And also go and check how many tables here. There are 4 tables which were created earlier, right? And also you can check the databases. There are 2 databases. Everything is upgraded. See here, everything is upgraded. This is 15.2 version. So the old version is 14.7 version. Now, so we have upgraded from 14.7 to 15.2 version. This is the way we need to upgrade. Guys, anybody have any doubts here? Guys, anybody have any doubts? I hope you guys are clear. Naveen, Satish, Srinivas, Ram Prasad, Vishnu. Okay.
Once we upgrade, can we downgrade also?
Yeah, that is also possible. Anyway, so downgrade is very easy. Okay. So anyway, we are going to, maintain the old server, right? If you guys wants to downgrade, don't delete. So for the safer side, we need to maintain that old database server. Okay, with the different port number. So here downgrade is very, very simple. Okay. So anyway, the database server, so already the data files, everything will be there. If you wants to downgrade, so just stop this upgraded version and start the older version. Downgrade is very, very easy here.
Okay.
Okay. So now, today I'm going to explain one more topic called PG Bouncer. This very, very important tool. This is completely a database pooling tool. PG Bouncer is a database connection pooling tool. Okay, see here, guys. So what is the advantage for this tool? I will explain in the paint first. This is the database server. Okay, so these are all our databases. Okay, so these are all the databases. So this is database 1 and this is database 2 and this is database 3. Okay, guys, this is the database server. Okay, this is the database server. Normally, you know, so when we are going to connect using the PSQL, every time we need to connect for the specified database, correct? At the time, see here, guys. Now I will tell you. If I wants to connect to particular database one, at the time, if I'm going to connect database one using, sorry, so this is user 01. I want to connect database 01. Database 01 and I need to specify port number like 5551. If I'm going to connect the particular database 1, at the time, what will going to happen? Okay, so in background and also in database server, one process will going to create, correct? Process will create. Guys, correct, right? If I'm going to connect one more user with the same database, at the time, one more process will going to create in the OS level and in the database server level as well. Correct, guys? And also, if I want to connect one more database at the time, one more process will going to create. Okay, avoiding this creation of number of process, what we are going to use? We are going to use PG bouncer. Okay, we are going to use PG bouncer. What the PG bouncer actually it will going to do, I will explain now. See here, now, okay. So what the PG bouncer will going to do, So this is PG bouncer. Okay, this is PG bouncer. PG bouncer, what it will going to do, it will going to handle the connection pooling. Example, see here, if the user, see here, one moment, I will show you. User 0, 3, 4. So like this. Okay, so this is user 01 and user 02 and also user 03 and this is user 04. Okay, guys. So if anybody wants to connect to the particular database server, okay, previously directly it will going to connect the particular database, right? So when we are going to configure the PG bouncer, right, at the time, the users will not going to connect directly to the database server. It will going to connect to the PG bouncer. Okay, it will going to connect to the PG bouncer. So what the PG bouncer will going to do? The PG bouncer will going to handle this connection. Okay, and it will going to communicate with the databases. Okay, the users will not going to communicate directly to the database server. Okay, users only will communicate with the PG bouncer. The PG bouncer will going to communicate with the databases. What is the use of this thing? Why, if the users are not communicate with the database server, what is the advantage? The advantage is, okay, if the user is going to connect, the number of users is going to connect with the same properties. Okay, the number of users is going to connect with the same properties. At the time, the PG bouncer will going to create only one process. But if you are going the year, the number of users is going to directly connect it to the database server, right? With the same properties. But at the time also, it will going to create more processes, correct? Each and every user, okay, it will going to create a one process. But here the BG bouncer will going to create as a one process. Okay, those users which is using the same properties, right? At the time, PG bouncer will going to create a one process. And also one more advantage, if the particular users, okay, if the particular user is in the idle at the time, so we need to terminate the particular idle session, right? The PG bouncer will going to take care. Okay. So if the particular user more than 2 minutes or more than 5 minutes, okay, if the particular user has idle, right? At that time, the PG bouncer will going to terminate the particular user. Okay. So this is the advantage when we are going to configure the PG bouncer. Okay, in the many environments, okay, so like they configure the PG bouncer for connection pooling
Manoj,
purposes. Yes,
Manoj, it is a default one, or we need to create a PG bouncer for every
yes, yes.
for every
Then
license?
this is not a default one, Srinivas. So we need to configure this PG bouncer. This is not a
Okay.
default. Yeah. So, and also for this is completely purely database level connection pooling. This is a very, very good tool actually. So, so we need, like as per my knowledge, many of the organizations are using this tool, PG Bouncer. So this is a
It's a free
completely
tool, right?
free tool. Yeah, free tool, free tool. Yeah, this is completely free tool. It will going to support community edition as well. Okay. So let's configure. Okay, how to configure this PG Bouncer. Okay, I hope you guys are understood, right? What is the concept for PG Bouncer? Anybody have any doubts
Yeah.
here? Okay. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to configure PG Bouncer. How to configure, So we need to install first. So here, what we need to do, we need to install PG Bouncer. Okay. PG Bouncer. So here guys, it is installing. Okay, yes, I'm going to download this PG Bouncer. Okay, so PG Bouncer is now ready. So what we need to do now? So the path for PG Bouncer is here, guys. Oh, sorry. cd/etc. See here, here, see here, guys. PG Bouncer is installed. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, space here cd/etc PG Bouncer. See here, so there is a configuration file. Okay, if you open PG Bouncer, right? See here, guys. Here, the configuration parameters is there. Okay, so what I'm going to do, first I'm going to configure one server. So anyway, already one server is there. No, I will do one thing. I will create one server here. PG Bouncer. I will create one database server. PG Bouncer and already is there. Okay. PG Bouncer 123. Otherwise, I'm not going to create. Already is there. I will check this one. What is the port number? And I will start the database server. Okay, 8881. Okay, guys. Now what I'm going to do, I will start this database server. App01 PG Bouncer start. Server started. So what is the port number? 8881. Here check. So see here, guys. So there are two users is there already. Okay, Julian and Richard. Okay. So now I will check how many database is there. So /l. See here, there are two user-defined databases there. Okay, so now you see here what I'm going to do, I'm going to configure this two users, pgbouncer dot ini. Okay, here guys. Okay, so what we did earlier, so I configured host IP address. This is the global IP address I maintained, port number. So the user is Julian. Okay, Julian needs to connect which database, MDB database. Okay, so and also, the password. We need to provide the password in this config file. And also, one more database is there, PDB. And also, who is going to connect for this database? Richard. And also we need to provide the password. And also see here, guys, one more thing. So here the Postgres user is going to connect to the Postgres database. Now what I'm going to, one more thing I need to do, here. So MDB database. So if the particular user is going to use same properties, right? At that time, it will not going to create the process. See here, Julian. And also password is equal to test123. And also see here, guys, PDB connection. No. Here, MDB, already Julian is there. I will change to Richard. Here, the PDB database already Richard is there. I will change the Julian. Password is equal to test123. So what we need to do? Okay, see here, guys. See the same, like the different users are using the same properties, like same databases. Okay, at that time, it will not going to create any processes. Okay, it will going to pool. Okay, it will going to pool the particular look, like a connection. It will going to pool the particular connections. And also one more configuration parameter is there, that what is that, here. So there is what is that, delay? Mm, idle. Sorry. See here, guys, there is one more configuration parameter is there, client idle timeout. Okay, as of now, so there is 0. Okay, if you guys go and set the particular, right, after 60 seconds. Okay, so it will going to disconnect. Okay, if the client idle time is more than 60 seconds, right, it will going to kill that particular connection. And also see here, this is client login timeout. Okay, so it's more than 60 seconds, it will going to kill. And also see here, guys, clean automatically created the database entries. Oh yeah, if they stay unused in this many seconds, right, 3600 seconds, automatically it will going to kill that one. And also see here, idle transaction timeout. Okay, if the transaction timeout is idle, okay, at the time also we can specify the particular time. Okay, so now see here, I specified only login idle timeout and login client login timeout. And also see here, guys, one more thing is there. Query wait timeout also is there. See here, there is query timeout. So, and also there's mentioned dangerous. Okay, client connection is closed if the query is not assigned to the server in this time. Should be used to limit the number of queued queries in case of database or network failure. Okay, so we cannot simply configure this one. This is somehow it's a critical configuration parameter. Okay, so there are many. So like this, there are many configuration parameter is there. See here, server lifetime 3600 second. Close server connection if it is been connected longer. See here, so 3600 seconds. Okay, this all are timeouts configuration parameters. This is not a PostgreSQL dot configuration. Okay, this is completely PG bouncer configuration parameters. Okay, guys, this is completely PG bouncer configuration parameters. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, I configured this many users, okay, with the same properties. Now, one more thing, do you know? So no need to connect our database server. The users does not want to connect the particular database port number. The user needs to connect, okay, through this port number, means PG bounce port number. Okay, doesn't want to connect the database port number. So now what I'm going to do, so save and quit. See here, guys. So now I configured everything. And also one more thing I need to show you guys. What is that, cd etc pg bouncer here. So there is user list.txt is there. Okay. In this user list.txt, we need to add the encrypted password. If you guys are not added the encrypted password, right, the PG bouncer will not going to work. Okay, we need to add all the encrypted password in user list.txt in PG bouncer folder. Okay, guys, this is very, very important. If you guys does not added this encrypted password, right? Okay, we cannot connect it to the PG bouncer. This is very, very important. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to start the PG bouncer. See here, I'm going to start the PG bouncer. This is the way we need to start the PG bouncer. Systemctl start PG bouncer. Okay, guys, now I'm going to start PG bouncer. See here, PG bouncer is started. How to check whether the process is running or not? Check PG bouncer. See here, guys. Okay, PG bouncer is started, and there is a one more way you can check the status. See here, it is actively running. Okay, the PG bouncer is started now. Okay, now you guys tell me when I'm going to connect it to the database server, which port number I need to use? Guys, which port number I need to use? I need to use PG bouncer port number. Okay, see here. Here 6432. Actual database server port number is 8881. Okay, but
The DBA can connect by using our port number, the DBA port number, and the
no.
application users can connect
Yes,
with
yes,
it,
yes,
right?
correct. Exactly. Application
Application team
users.
will use, yeah, users will connect by using PG bouncer port number.
Exactly,
Okay.
correct. Exactly. Yeah. So here, what I'm going to do is here, I'm going to connect with Julian. Here, test 1, 2, 3. I connected to this database. If you're going to check the port number for this database server, it's 8881. Okay, and also here, show data underscore directory. Oh, okay, we cannot run. So we need to run using super user. Uh, we need to run for this data directory, we need to run using super user. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, the next thing is I'll open one more console. See here I will going to connect Postgres, and also I'm going to copy this same thing, paste here. Here I will specify PDB. Okay. Now I'm going to open one more console. Here I will mention Richard. We'll open one more thing. PDB. So now you can check in another console how many processes created. ps-ef grep Postgres. So not this, yeah. PSI in P8881. Sorry. PG stat activity. See here, guys. Here, yeah. See here, guys. Here, you guys are able to see only Richard and Julian, only the MDB and PDB. Okay. So, if you guys are going to use the same properties, right, at the time, it will going to create one process. See here, for both, it will going to create the only one process, 16387 and 16386. See here, and also PG Bouncer will going to monitoring if this connection is idle for more than 60 seconds. So it will going to exit. Okay, so what I'm going to do is select. I think so 60 seconds is not done. I think it is done. It needs to be killed from. Let's wait for another few minutes. So here, this only create the two process ID. Okay, but we have connected 4 process here. 1, 2, 3, 4. But we're able to see only 2 processes. Okay, this is how it will going to handle the connection pooling. 3 seconds is done, right? Why it is not? Let's wait for another 2 minutes. Yeah, see here, guys. If I executed, right, client idle timeout, server closed the connection unexpected. This is probable means server terminated abnormally. See here, okay.
So what is
So,
the default time we can set for the user?
come again, Srinivas.
Yeah, what is the duty? We have set up 1 minute, right? So what is the
Exactly.
default time for the users to set up?
By default, it is disabled. Okay. By default, it is disabled. So if you guys wants to enable, you can enable the particular time configurations. By default, it is all the things are disabled.
So is the who is recommending to set up the timelines, time in minutes for the users? So if Juliana, so someone has to tell us. So set Juliana timeout as 5 minutes, and when she is idle for 10 minutes, the session will terminate her. So so generally, how the request comes from?
No, no, no. I did not get. Come again, Srinivas.
So by default, it is null, right?
Yeah, correct.
So in what scenario you will enable the timing for Juliana example? So if it is zero, right, like it's a default, so she will be idle for 10-15 minutes or 1 hour. The session will remain the same. So when you set the parameter, once I set you the time, right, 1 minute or 5 minutes to her, if the session is idle for 5 minutes, she will be exiting from the session.
Okay. So, yeah. So what is the use
So
of
how you get
exit?
it?
Mhm. Yeah, yeah.
Mm.
How?
Yeah,
Come again? Uh,
if she is idle for a few minutes, the session will terminate our session, right?
yeah, session will terminate. What she will going to do, she will needs to reset. Okay. So in database server and okay, she will going to kill the particular process. See here, that's why. So when I enter the client, /dt at the time, okay. So it says client idle timeout means background this connection is killed. But once we are fired that command, again I fired same command. Okay, at the time it will going to reset that particular connections. See here, again I type same command, but after that it is resetted. Means again it will going to try to connect to the database server.
No, you are not getting me, Sarnoj.
Mhm. Uh, yeah.
Who will who will request to set the time?
Okay. Means like these things we need to configure. So from DB end we need to configure.
What is the default time in Postgres real time scenario?
No, real time scenario that is unlimited means there is no limit for the idle settings.
Okay,
There,
so then what is the you are
what
not
is
setting
the?
any parameter. You are not setting any timeout you are not setting up any time to the any user. Now you
Mhm,
set the time for 1 minute for Juliana. So after
mhm.
1 minute, the session got terminated. So in real time Postgres scenario, how the users time limit set like
You are talking about real time scenario.
yeah real time scenario, how the
Okay,
users will exit, what time they will exit.
okay, okay. This is purely based on our environment. In our environment, it's 30 minutes. Okay. If the user session is going to take 30 minutes idle, right? Immediately we it will going to kill. So in our real time scenario, it's 30 minutes because in this purely each and every session, like each and every user is going to connect to the database server at the time. Do you know the work memory will going to assign 4 MB? by default. If the 100 users is going to connect it to the database server, okay, so with the complete idle time, how much memory it will going to consume, correct? So that's why we normally we have set for a 30 minutes for each and every user. In real time scenario, we set for 30 minutes. Normally, it's completely disabled. So that's why the main intention for PG bouncer is this is the one. I think
Yeah,
I
I'm clear.
hope you understood, right, Srinivas?
Yeah, I'm clear. Okay, that's what I'm looking.
Okay, okay. Yeah, so here, so this is how we need to configure the PG bouncer. Okay. So any doubts, guys? Others? Anybody have any doubts? Vikas, Vishnu, Satish, Ramprasad, Naveen. Okay.
No, Manoj.
Guys, yeah, I'm going to stop recording.